I just want to say I'm doing this on a mannequin head because if you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I don't really have any hair. And yeah, so her hair is still a little knotty. I want to be behind her so that this is literally what it's going to look like when you're doing it to yourself in the mirror. I think that's probably the easiest way, and this is the best setup I can think of. So I wanted to quote, there are still knots in her hair, and I want to say that the world is an imperfect place and screws fall out all the time. Name that movie. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is part your hair wherever it is that you part it. So I'm going to give her a side part. So you just want to find that part wherever it is. I'm assuming that many of you guys probably already have bangs, and that's why you're doing this. So you'd only keep out the hair that you is already shorter than the rest, and that's what you guys will be working with. Because this mannequin doesn't have bangs yet, we're kind of starting from scratch over here. So what I want to show you is side bangs, then I'm going to show you full-on bangs. I want to show you how to angle your hair in front of your face, disconnected and connected. So I'm going to do that all on our mannequin head because, again, I don't have any hair. And I hope that this helps you guys. This is stuff that you guys can do on your kids' hair, on your own hair. And, you know, it's a quarantine, and I feel like everybody is going to want bangs at some point during this. So there you go. So you want to section out for the bangs. You want to section out the actual bangs, the actual side bangs. This is more difficult than I thought it would be. It's a little awkward for me right now. Take all the hair. I want to section that out. Separate it. I like to do like a little triangle shape on the head when I deal with bangs. Think about like if you were around in the 80s and we all had like those really thick triangle bangs. Yeah, thanks Mom. We appreciate it. We all appreciate it. So that's what I like to do. So I'm going to take out a chunk like this. You're going to have one side that's heavier and one side that doesn't have as much hair because this is the heavy side of the parting and this is the less heavy side of the parting. So what I like to do is take the hair from one side and pull it to the other side. And I like to put my hair on a diagonal. And from there I take the scissor and I slide it down. I'm starting to think I may have taken too much hair. I'm not really sure. So now we kind of got the look of that. So what I'm going to do is take a piece of hair from this side and keep it with this. And I'm going to now bring this over to the other side. And I'm going to do the same thing, only I'm going to meet that piece of hair that I just cut from the other side. And there you go. So now she has pretty chunky bangs, right? So what you're going to do is go in and we're going to do like a sliding shear technique, or at least that's what I like to call it. And we're going to just take off some more length because we were starting from scratch over here. And we're just going to literally slide this down. My scissors suck right now. Sorry, mannequin head. And you're just going to slide it down. Can you guys even see what I'm doing? I hope you guys can. So I'm literally taking this. You want to make sure that you have, if the hair sits like this, you have to understand that it's not going to always sit like that. It's going to get blown out and it's going to be a little bit shorter when it's dry. So it's going to get blown out and it's going to be a little bit shorter. So you want to make sure you keep that in mind when you're doing this. So what you're doing is, in case you guys didn't see it, you're literally taking the scissor and you're just sliding it down. So that there's a steady flow of hair on the side. And then you're going to do the same thing to the other side. Just take it and slide it down. And what a cute haircut you have. Alright, so let's talk about this. So then, just say you want your hair to be, you want this to be straight, and then you want this at the bottom to have a little bit of like an angle in here. You don't want it to connect, you want it to be disconnected. So you want to make it very clear that there's bangs here, and then there's straight hair here, and then there's angles going towards your face here. So this is how you would do that. So you would take that long hair that is a matted mess right now on this mannequin. Face anymore, you're just gonna see the contraption I have. Okay, so what you're going to do now is, here the bangs end over here. You're not going to touch this hair that's here, but towards the bottom of the hair, that's when you're going to start picking up the same sliding technique. So you're going to leave some room, that depends on you, where your neck is probably, and then you're just going to take your shears and you're going to slide it down. And that is how you have angles on the bottom. Pretty cool, right? So easy. And then of course, whatever you do to one side, you're gonna wanna do to the other side. So we're gonna try to brush this matted mess out. And we're gonna find where this piece starts, and we're gonna try to match that exactly. This is something that you guys can do at the end to check your haircut. But you're just gonna take it. Can you see this? And you're going to slide your scissor down. I got a little lazy on that one. Got a little lazy there, but that's what you're going to do. Okay, so now you might be thinking, okay, I don't want it disconnected. I want it connected. So from where my bangs are, I want the rest of this to flow. I don't want it to be disconnected in that here are my bangs, here's the ends of my hair. I want it to be angles all the way. Great. So now what you're going to do is start from the top, take a little bit at a time for this because you don't want to cut too far into the hair, and you're just going to slide it down from the last part of the bangs. Until it meets where you want it to meet. This is the most basic way to do a haircut like this. Is literally just sliding your scissors down and making sure everything connects. So that's it. All right, now full bang straight across. Great. You don't want them thick and you don't want them, you know, heavy. You don't want them blunt. Well, let's do blunt first. So you're gonna put your bangs in front of your face. It's a little hard because her hair is drying. But you're gonna put your bangs in front of your face, get that little triangle shape going. And I'm going to, for the sake of wanting to use my mannequin in the future, her hair is not gonna grow. I'm not gonna go that short. This is up to you. I would not go shorter than the eyebrows unless you want like pinup style short bangs. But I would think about like the bridge of the nose because they're gonna ping up when you blow dry them. And also when they're drier, they're gonna ping up. So you wanna just make sure that you got some length there. I like to start with my little triangle. You don't have to be so aggressive about the shape of this triangle. You just wanna make sure you cover the forehead. Make sure there's enough bangs there, but not too much where you feel like you're back in the 80s. Unless you wanna be in the 80s, then you can. So we're looking at like the bridge of the nose. Sorry, my scissors are literally awful and need to be cut. I mean, need to be sharpened, so note to self, sharpen. You're always going to cut below your hand. So your hand's gonna be your guide and you're gonna cut below your hand. That is how you cut bangs straight across. Pretty cool. Okay, say you guys want bangs that are straight across, but you want them to be a little feathery at the bottom. You don't want them to be heavy. You just want it to be like light, feathery, nice bangs. You're gonna take that bang that you just cut and you're gonna cut into it like this, into the bottom. It's just gonna make them feathery on the bottom and not as harsh or blunt. And that is literally it. So thank you guys so much for watching. So I hope you guys like this video. I love you guys so much and I can't wait to see you guys next time. Until next time, work hard, dream big, eat cake. Bye guys.